Expansion. Let's start off with the Dark Citadel, the co-op dungeon. You can start it in Karest in Nahantu. It begins at Torment 1. There's gonna be multiple boss fights. It will definitely be better with communication. However, it is not mandatory. You have to be at least 2 players, but it is tuned for 4 players. These are the 4 different bosses that you can encounter in the dungeon. There are new marker systems with the emote wheel to help you guide everyone. And there will be a combat log with useful information in the chat. There's going to be weekly rewards for all 3 dungeons. That's a huge yikes. Why are we doing weeklies, Blizzard? Please. These rewards include ancestral items, consumables to make it easier, and some pretty cool cosmetics. You will get some cool gear in Torment 4 when you complete it. But let's get to the good stuff. Statues of Lilith.
You wanted it. You asked for it.
Yes!
You loved it.
There's going to be statues, called something else of course. However, these will only be for renown. No skills this time. Next up is Karest Undercity. It will be unlocked through the campaign, only available for Vessel of Hatred players. It's gonna be a multi-floor time attack dungeon where afflicted monsters will yield time bonuses. At the last floor you will encounter a boss. The objective is to go as fast as possible straight to the boss, but with as much attunement as possible. So, attunement is split into 4 ranks, 1 to 4, and will give you more rewards the higher you progress. Attunement is acquired by slaying monsters and igniting beacons. When you ignite a beacon, you will also get movement speed and cooldown reduction. You will fail if the clock runs out or you don't get attunement 1. This is how it works. You go to the Spirit Brazier. Now you can choose to use a tribute and a bargain if you choose to. These are optional. So let's start with tributes. With tributes, you can progress towards specific goals. Tributes are keys with rewards and penalties, kind of like dungeon affixes. Tributes have different kinds of rarities, such as magic, rare, legendary, and unique. There are currently only 8 tributes to choose from. This is 4 of those. Magic is for leveling, rare is for runes, legendary is for ancestral legendaries, and unique for unique and mythic uniques. Again, there's 8 tributes, but we don't know what those are. Tributes drop from other activities like whisper caches, summon bosses, etc. So you can also select a bargain. A bargain is a customizable reward. For example, you can use 5 million gold to guarantee a legendary armor with at least 1 skill affix, or a bargain that costs you 50 Bale crystals to get guaranteed core stat roll, and so on. When you have chosen to use or not use a tribute and bargain, you can open a portal. When you enter, you get a 60-second timer in the right upper corner. There is 3 floors. Each floor has a 60-second timer. Now you want to get attunement. This will increase your rewards from tier 1 to 4, with 4 being the best. Time stops at the boss room. There are currently only 3 district bosses. You are currently looking at Alia, a boss from one of the Karest districts. When you have slayed the district boss, you get a chest. This will drop the following: XP orbs, rune shards used for pits, general loot, and of course the tribute and bargain you have applied previously. In the Karest Undercity, you can also encounter the Portal Prankster. This is a new treasure goblin exclusive for Undercity. Slaying it will give you a lot of attunement and a bonus chest with loot, runes, and tributes when you finish the run. So it is well worth slaying, even though it's incredibly annoying actually killing it since it teleports around all the time. Just a quick one, this is the Spiritborn loot table for bosses, so take a screenshot. For the mercenaries, we have Rahir. He will be good for hardcore players. His skills include healing, second wind, and taunts. Then we have Variana. Her skills include movement speed, grouping up enemies, a chance to cancel CCs. Then we have Subo. He will have skills for traps, enemies, and materials on the minimap. Resource restoration, drop healing potions, and increased crowd control. Alkin is a little different. He has a Kiss Curse mechanic, which means he gives buff and debuffs. He has 2 variants, Shadow Magic and Fire Magic. As a Shadow Demon, he will make you and your enemies vulnerable. As a Fire Demon, he can let you burn enemies with direct hits. However, your resources will drain. Though he has a fire skill that you can stand in, which gives you resource generation. Mercenaries has something called reinforcement. When you hire a mercenary, you can get them to emerge in combat when you execute a skill of your choosing. So under this reinforcement tab, you can select one of the mercenary skills and assign it to one of your skills. And merc progression carries over to alt 2. In the mercenary hideout, we have rapport and bartering. Earn rewards with rapport rank with each merc. The last merc reward will give you repeatable pale marks. Pale marks is a currency you get from completing rapport ranks from mercs. Pale marks can be used to barter, to get legendaries, aspect caches, boss material and crafting materials, etc. These can also be used to reroll the items for sale at the bartering vendor. Alright, and now to the bad part. There will be a free reroll as a daily login bonus. I do not get why Blizzard will do this. This is fucking trash. It's something you get from gacha games or mobile games. Don't give us daily logins, don't give us weekly logins. It's trash. Please, Blizzard, fix. So now to the juicy part, PTR learnings. For the standard difficulty tiers, they changed it so that you can go straight to Penitent from level 1. You gotta complete the base campaign though. Not the Vessel of Hatred campaign, just the base campaign. Penitent will be extremely difficult. You'll probably only be worth doing on alts that you level. If you played the PTR, the difficulty has also been adjusted so Penitent will feel like how Torment 1 was like. For the monster challenge, it will be a bigger jump than it was previously in PTR, making it more difficult. And by difficult, it is with more aggressive AI, the higher you go up in the Torment level. Then we have elites, unique elites, and super elites. Apparently the elites had different names. Did you know that, chat? I didn't. However, they will have consistent elite damage now, so they probably won't one-shot you. Perhaps. For masterworking, non-ancestral can reach rank 8 instead of 4. People got mad, they fixed it. To get masterworking material, you can farm Nightmare Dungeons, Infernal Hordes, and Kurat's Undercity. Keep in mind, Undercity is only available for Vessel of Hatred players. As for tempering, non-ancestral may be tempered twice now. Again, people were mad, they fixed it. The Scroll of Restoration, that's the scroll that resets tempering, it will be dropped from multiple places now. The Dark Citadel, Infernal Hordes, and the Season Journey. For loot and crafting, lower level monsters will drop more items and less materials. Hellborn, Butcher, World Bosses, and Treasure Goblins will drop better loot now. Duriel and Andariel has twice as high chance to get mythic uniques now as other Torment bosses. So we're back to farming only those two, I guess? Unique drops has triple chance to be ancestral. On Torment difficulty, only legendaries will drop. Normal, magic, and rare items will be converted instantly to crafting materials instead. Normal items will stop dropping after level 10. The affix impairment reduction will no longer appear on items. Also, you can craft legendaries using materials now with a chance to get uniques and mythic uniques at the blacksmith. Though crafting a mythic unique has gotten easier, you can craft a random mythic unique from 2 resplendent sparks, and a specific mythic unique from 2 resplendent sparks, and a specific set of runes for each mythic. Also, you now do the crafting at the blacksmith instead of the alchemist. For Infernal Hordes, greater chest of equipment cost has increased from 60 to 200 now, with a guaranteed ancestral legendary. Chest of materials will function like the gold chest, consuming all of your ether. Chest of equipment has been removed, and the council bosses will drop loot instead. You cannot craft infernal compasses anymore. They are a rare drop on Torment difficulty. The number of waves will be randomly rolled on the key itself when it drops. Also, you can only revive 4 times. For gems and socket, rubies on armor will not give max life anymore, it will give +2 strength instead. Gems can now be freely swapped without having to go to the jeweler. For sockets, you only need regular materials to increase the number of sockets on items, and scatter prisms for ancestral items. Alright, this is a good one. For the settings, you can now turn off the annoying "you need more mana" or "you can't evade right now" announcements. So that's pretty nice. For the Paragon, you will now get more normal nodes because of the extra radius change from glyphs. Thanks, I guess? Magic and rare nodes with additive damage has been boosted by 100%. Single resist nodes have been converted to max resist now. So for example, if you got 10% poison resist, you now get 3% maximum resist to poison. No more healing potion nodes. It's changed to max life instead. And armor nodes has been increased by 50%. For the season journey, there are some changes here too. The season journey will now provide you with resplendent sparks and seething opals. Also, smoldering ashes won't be tied to character level anymore, but earned with favor. For pits, we will get an additional 50 tiers, so it's gonna be 150 tiers now. Bonus clears will now grant you 5 tier skips. Just a quick one on rune words. They nerfed the best, they buffed the bad, removed 4 runes that sucked. Alright, but what is Season 6? It is gonna be the Season of Hatred Rising. I'm really trying to go through these as fast as possible, because I don't want to waste your time. However, if you do like to waste your time, I stream on Twitch. Also, during the October 8th, there will be Twitch drops. Some of them are pretty cool. Also, on October 8th, we're gonna do a 75+ marathon stream where I have a list of challenges. You can see the video in the description. Hatred Rising. It's gonna be a zone event, which will cycle like hell tides, but it will be up quite often though. Everything will be corrupted by hatred by Mephisto. There's going to be Realm Walkers, which is a world event in the zone, which carries a portal on its back. You can now click the portal to spawn monsters while you wait. This will keep summoning monsters. You can't damage him directly when he gets up and starts walking, but guardians will remove health from him. When he gets to the destination, you can fight him. When you kill him, a portal spawns and stays open, and this takes you to the Seething Realm. This is a new dungeon for rewards. So, you go through the dungeon, you locate the Realm Gate, and you offer up certain materials and receive that specific reward upon completing the rest of the dungeon. The Realm Gate opens a portal, you go through the dungeon and slay monsters, you kill the boss, you get a chest, but it's cursed. This one drops Seething Opal consumables, which is a different buff for the next 30 minutes. Here are the different ones you can get. They all provide you with 15% experience and stacks with regular elixirs and incense, so leveling should be pretty fast. These 4 are available for everyone with the base game. Seething Opal of Torment can only be acquired on Torment difficulty, hence the name. Season 6 will have reputation progression like the others, and a storyline to go with it, of course. You remember the Crusaders walking around Sabinset, always talking about the Akarat's tomb? Well, these are the guys we will help now. These are the reputation rewards, and they also announced that the campfire will eventually come back again on the character creation screen, because again, people were mad. Alright, if you haven't seen it already, we did a marathon trailer. We also kind of fixed the original trailer, put some other music on, so I can definitely recommend checking that out. Yeah, alright, bye.